And the Dogs knock off number 1.
Nobody believed. And then they tried to rob us.
We didn't play our best of the night. Hopefully, we get another crack at them.
It's difficult to beat a team twice, especially a really good team.
There's very high stakes. Two of the best teams in the country.
Do your job when it's it.
Like anything was possible.
Being in the SEC championship, it doesn't come easy.
Found the word! Leave a legacy. Or how do you want to be remembered?
We deserve to be here with the best of the best.
We have a group that's going to get the job done no matter what.
We're not going to let up for nobody.
And welcome back inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The Georgia Bulldogs, about an hour and a half from their campus, back hunting, hungry for an SEC championship. They've been hard to come by under Kirby Smart. And here come the Texas Longhorns, swaggering into the most demanding conference in the sport in year 1, trying to win the crown. An incredible story. Welcome, Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit. Our privilege to present this game in the booth for the first time after watching so many games ringside. Here we go.
Yeah, let's do it.
We've had the wildest, most wide-open race in memory in the SEC, and the two teams standing last are the two teams that collided about 6 weeks ago in Austin, Georgia and Texas.
Well, this is, we left that stadium that night. We had a feeling, as crazy as it got in this conference, there was a pretty good chance that those two teams would meet again in Atlanta, and here we are. And if you go back and think about how that game went, Texas, even though they were at home, disastrous start. And I know the first 15 minutes of this game, they want to get out of the gate and reestablish some confidence against this Georgia team.
Yeah, so all eyes on quarterback Quinn Ewers, who told us he's about 75%, still nursing a tender ankle, which is braced up. How can he avoid the kind of mistakes that put Texas in that hole against the Georgia defense that was very inspired that night?
Well, you can hand it off and get that running game going and take some of the pressure off of him. They could not run the football. 27 carries for 29 yards, and he was sacked. He was in too many obvious third down situations, and it allowed Georgia to just play with that big chip on their shoulder coming after him. And then once they got down, it became very obvious that he was throwing the football. Tonight in this game, they want to be able to establish that run. By the way, that's become such a strength, as you know, from that game to where we are tonight. Take the pressure off of Ewers and get that running game going with Wisner.
He's got a good post-game or postseason pedigree, played 2 good games last year. Carson Beck, like Ewers, an alpha, capable of being a positive force for his team, but also has had his ups and downs this season.
Yeah, I really believe that I think the pressure of the world, when we came in, he was QB1, beginning of the season. Everybody thought he was the guy. And the weight of that, in my opinion, became too much. Middle of the season, he was pressing, trying to make too many plays. He got through it, to his credit. Got on the other side. This team comes in playing with a lot of confidence, even though they got a scare from Georgia Tech. This offense and the potentially getting Trevor Etienne back, which would be huge for them. Of course, he scored 3 touchdowns in the first matchup in Austin.
Watch the running back in warm-up. Etienne looked pretty good. We'll get a further report on that momentarily. Let's take a look at the U.S. Marine Corps spotlight. 1892, the first season for Georgia. They took a while to win their first SEC championship. Kirby Smart just 2-4 at this stage. It's been easier for him to win a national championship than the conference championship. And Texas, Big 12 champions a year ago, come into the SEC in position to win it in season number 1. You're watching the U.S. Marine Corps kickoff back in Atlanta after this short break.